Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeff Hall. I'm the coordinator for the Multicultural Center at Rock Creek at Portland Community College. Today, for our virtual college panel series, we have Oklahoma Panhandle State University that are joining us on the day. And so we're excited for the information that they'll be sharing and the different opportunities that they'll be providing to the students and faculty members in attendance on this day. So we really, once again, thank you all for joining us, and we're really excited for this entire session. Before we start, we'd like to actually pass the floor, yield the floor over to Oklahoma Panhandle State University, and so they can have an opportunity to share their presentation with everyone in attendance. I'd like to pass it over to Valentina Allen. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Jeff, and thank you very much for having Panhandle State University here. We are honored to be on your panel today. So I think we can probably go through the panel of those of us from Panhandle State University and introduce everybody that has been able to make it on. So we can probably start with Dr. Duran and then go on straight through and have those introductions.
Okay, thank you, Val. My name is Dr. Brad Duran. I am a professor of history here at OPSU, as well as the Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs. And I'm very excited to be here today, and welcome to everyone from PCC.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shauna Tucker, and I am the Dean of the College of Agriculture, Science, and Nursing, and I also teach mathematics courses. I'm looking forward to talking through our programs in Ag Science and Nursing with you this afternoon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Wood. I am the Director of Admissions, as well as a former graduate of OPSU.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brooke. I'm the admissions counselor here at OPSU. I'm excited to chat with you all today.
Hello, everyone. My name is David Winger, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business and Technology. I'll be here to answer any questions about our business degree or any other degrees that we offer around here with business, accounting, CIS, etc.
Hello, everyone. I'm Julie Allen. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for OPSU. Love to talk to you about all of our sports that we have to offer and opportunities to get you here.
Hi, my name is Patrick Maley. I'm the Dean of the College of Arts and Education and a Professor of History.
Hi, I'm Ty Stevens. I am the Dean of the College of Online Learning, an instructor in social sciences, and the Director of Criminal Justice.
I guess that just leaves me, Valentina Allen, and I am the Director of OPSU's brand new Hispanic Student Center called El Centro, and I am involved with, if there's a cultural event happening on campus, it's probably with El Centro as a partner in it. But we also advise students and provide tutoring in Spanish and Portuguese and English. I see Coach Davis is on. I'm not sure if he has service to introduce himself.
Hi guys, Josh Davis. I am the head women's soccer coach here at Oklahoma Panhandle State. I will be in and out. I'm trying to drive as well, so I apologize.
Okay, well, we can get our panel series started, and we're going to begin to speak to you all about programs in each of our departments, what each of our offices offer, and then we can open it up to questions and answers. I'm not sure if anybody would mind, but if we could start off with Dean Ty Stevens. I think we're needing to get him on first, right?
I appreciate you. Yeah, I've got to head out a little bit early today. So cool. Yeah, I'm College of Online Learning, criminal justice, psychology, a little bit of sociology, all of those good things. At Panhandle, the College of Online Learning is a little bit newer. We were founded in 2020, kind of as a response to the pandemic. But what we've seen over the past few years is that everybody wants to go online for a variety of reasons, and that really improves accessibility for students. So we have programs across disciplines, like I know you heard Dean Tucker talk about College of Ag Science and Nursing, and that's kind of a very interesting variety of programs, right? So the nursing degree through COASN is online, and then the criminal justice degree through College of Arts and Ed with Dr. Maley is also online. So I kind of synthesize all these degrees into one central place, so to speak. And under Dean Winger, we also have the online business administration degree. So it's kind of a nesting place for all of our online learning. With that, we support students with online tutoring, with accessibility issues, and finding ways to get students in the gate who may not have access to the bachelor's programs that we offer otherwise. And I think that's a really cool thing that we've been able to bring in the last couple of years.
I guess I can go next if that's okay, Val. As I said earlier, my name is Dr. Brad Duran. I'm a professor of history and the Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs. And I was just going to spend a little time talking just about OPSU in general, and a little bit about who we are and what makes us unique and different in a world where everyone has access to multitudinous numbers of education options. So the biggest question might be for you, why would you choose OPSU when you have all of these other options available to you? The first thing I can say is that we are an institution that has dedicated and qualified faculty. And I mean, every institution can say they have qualified faculty. If they don't, they shouldn't be an institution. But what makes us different is the people that you would work with here at OPSU, regardless of your program, are people who are very well skilled and qualified in the areas in which they teach, but they also have a manner about them that makes it much more personal. One of the things that drew me to OPSU when I came here 22 years ago as an instructor, and one of the things that has kept me here, is the people. We are truly a family environment. We look out for each other, we take care of each other, and we work hard for each other. And one thing that I can assure you is if you do choose to become a part of OPSU, whether you are a part of our on-campus community or whether you are a part of our online studies, you will find a welcoming, open environment with instructors who are willing to go the extra mile to make sure that you get what you need for what you are looking for in your life and as far as your educational needs. Another thing I can say about OPSU is that in a climate where there is a lot of schools are racing to adapt to the circumstances that we have all faced in the wake of COVID, I can honestly say, both as an instructor and as an administrator, that OPSU has done an excellent job of responding to the changes that have come about in higher education over the past year and a half, or almost 2 years now. We recognize the importance of online education, of hybrid courses, high flex courses. We recognize that we are dealing with a new world now when it comes to higher education. But as I mentioned in my first point, one of the things that we are intent and determined not to lose is that personal touch. If you need to talk to an advisor, you can email an advisor and talk to them. If you want to talk to an administrator or a dean, you can send us an email or you can contact us and we will contact you and talk to you. Because if you're not here as students, we're not here as an institution. And one of the things that I think we are really good at is meeting you where you are. You come to us with what your goals and desires and what you hope to achieve with your higher education, and you will allow us the opportunity to work with you to put together something that's going to meet your needs while at the same time giving you the highest quality for your money. And let's face it, we have to talk about money. Whenever you're talking about higher education and you're looking at making that next step from the community college level, it's not a cheap endeavor. It's not a cheap investment. There's a lot that goes into this. OPSU has a multitude of scholarship opportunities. We have a wonderful financial aid department who is made up of people who are not only wonderfully qualified, but are truly wonderful people who will take the time to answer your questions that you may have about scholarships and the like. And our admissions department is also very good, and they will be speaking to you here in a little bit about what we offer here at OPSU when it comes to helping defray the costs that you have to pay when you are looking at coming to our institution. As I've said, I have been here 22 years, and it has been an incredible privilege of mine to work with each and every one of the people that you see here from OPSU that are on the screen today. And one thing that I can tell you that I love more than anything, and I think I can speak for all of us here, is that we love our students. Our achievements, the thing that we hold as our sign of what we do and making a difference is the achievements of our students. And so if you come to OPSU, I can assure you that you will be met with people who are here to support you, here to help you in any way that we possibly can, and help to encourage you as you make this next step into the next level of your college studies as you move forward for where you wish to go with your life. My email is, I'll put it over here in the chat if you ever wish to contact me directly as the Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs. I would be more than happy to correspond with you with any questions you might have about OPSU, our programs, our people, and what we offer and what makes us different. So with that as a precursor, I will step aside, and I know all of my colleagues are happy to know that I kept it relatively short, which is not easy for me. But nonetheless, welcome all of you who are from PCC. We are very excited to talk to you and are looking forward to a wonderful relationship. And again, if I can ever be of any assistance, I will put my email here in the chat, and I would love to hear from you. Val, back to you.
Amazing. Thank you, Dr. Duren. All right, who is next up on the list?
Okay, great. So in the College of Ag Science and Nursing, we have several programs. I'll start out with the ones that are fully online. We do have a fully online Bachelor's of Science in Agribusiness, which is kind of a marriage of the ag program and the business part of it. So that is a fully online program. We do also have a face-to-face program for ag business as well. For our nursing, you need to understand that our nursing program is an RN to BSN program. So that means it is open and available to nurses who are licensed RNs. That's one of the requirements for admission to the RN to BSN program. So once you get your RN license, you have 8 classes to take fully online and also targeted toward the working nurse. And so you can work while you are completing the 8 classes in the program to get your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. You can either go full-time or part-time, and so it will take anywhere from probably a year to maybe 2 to do all of those courses, maybe quicker, depending on how many you want to take. You also want to know, as far as transferring goes, that when we have students transfer in for the BSN program, there are some general education requirements that they might need to meet in addition to those 8 classes in nursing. We see a lot of times that students might need a statistics class. And so that's something that might be on your radar if you are interested in this program. Maybe go ahead and take statistics in general education. Also, they come in maybe lacking an economics class. And so we do have a really good healthcare economics course that satisfies that general education economics requirement. So that would be a good one to take with us, or if you want to take macroeconomics or some other type of economics course, that will work. Another thing that we see a lot of times that nurses might need are humanities courses. And my colleagues here in arts and education, Dr. Maley has been wonderful about getting some very relevant courses for nursing on to count for humanities credits, such as deadly diseases. That's an interesting one. And history of medicine. Actually, Dr. Maley has taught history of medicine before, and those are really great. That's something also great about OPSU, that we work together really well to fill in the gaps. Another thing that you might want to have on your radar if you're going to come for our BSN is going to be probably a physical science. So nursing comes in with a lot of biological sciences, but you also need to have a physical science. So if you have the opportunity to take a chemistry class or maybe even an earth science class, something along those lines, then then you might want to do that as well. So our two online programs are the Bachelor's of Science in Agribusiness and the RN to BSN program. Other large programs that we have in the College of Ag Science and Nursing, if you choose to come to Goodwell, Oklahoma and be a face-to-face student, we have programs in agriculture, in animal science, in agronomy, in agricultural education, and ag business. In science, we have a Bachelor's of Science in Biology, Bachelor's of Science in Chemistry. We also have a Bachelor's of Science in Mathematics with both an academic option and a teaching option. And looks like I'm getting ready to win something on the prize wheel. That's for me, right? Oh, maybe not. Okay, so we also have, I feel like I left something out. Oh, yes, we have certificate programs in both fire protection and emergency services. One of our largest programs is biology, and that was one thing I did want to talk a little bit about, is if you are going to come and be a biology major, we will work with you on a case-by-case basis to see what classes transfer. Since you didn't have, for example, an Associate's of Science in biology, it was really hard to put together an articulation agreement of sorts, but we will look at that, and we will transfer whatever courses we possibly can in biology. Required for biology is Biology 2, Human Physiology, Genetics, Biological Statistics, Cellular and Molecular Biology, and also 10 hours of chemistry, one organic and one inorganic course. So those might need to be on your radar if you are interested in one of our larger programs on campus, which is biology. Again, I'm so happy to be able to talk to you guys about this. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out and I can tailor the discussion more toward you and your needs. I am happy to set up an appointment with you for Zoom. And so just feel free to email me, and I'll put my email in the chat as well. And so email me if you have any questions, and I will respond and set up an opportunity for us to visit some more via Zoom. Great to talk to you all. Please ask questions if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. I believe Dean Winger is up next.
All right. Hello, afternoon, everyone again. And so I'm the Dean of the College of Business and Technology. And here we have a fully online Bachelor's of Business Administration with 4 different options: a general business option, a marketing option, a management option, and a finance option. I went and looked at I don't know if it's associates in business, but your business classes. There are some of your classes that will transfer to our business program. Your financial accounting, your managerial accounting, the business law class. There's a business communication class that will transfer, principles of management and a principles of marketing class. There's also an introduction to business, another technology class, and a personal finance class. Those are all classes that are already required by our degree that would be able to transfer. So that's a fair amount of hours right there that you could be transferring in. We will also transfer in the general education hours that you've taken that are normal transfers among most all universities. The online degree is set up to basically, if you are really interested in doing the online degree or even the face-to-face degrees, I want to encourage you to go to our website, opsu.edu, and applying. And if you apply for the online business administration degree, you will be contacted by an online advisor, and they will do a transcript evaluation for you. And so they'll pull your transcript. You can send them your transcript, and they'll evaluate your transcript for you. They'll show you how much you lack, what you need to take, and basically what lies ahead. So I would encourage you to do that. Now, if you are interested in face-to-face classes, I went back 15 years ago or so when I first started working here. And I walked into the office next to mine, and there was a kid there, and I said, well, where are you from? He said, Oregon. I said, what brought you here to Panhandle State? And he was a rodeoer. He rodeoed, and we have we have students coming from all over the US and world, international. I mean, we have students from everywhere, but he rodeoed. And I said, is a rodeo that good here? And he said, yes, it is. And so, you know, I would encourage you to think about coming. I love the place. I've lived here most all my life. But if you are interested in coming and doing face-to-face classes, some of the face-to-face degrees we have are of course business, but also accounting and computer information systems, as well as industrial technology. So the industrial technology degree involves things like welding, electricity, woodworking, hydraulics. So if you're interested in any kind of construction or any kind of area there, that's something that we can also help you with. Our computer information systems degree and graduates are highly thought of. We have 2 brand new graduates working at NASA right now, along with former graduates from Panhandle State. So our graduates go everywhere. We have graduates all over the locally, as well as basically all over the world, working in businesses from Fortune 500 companies to the smallest, to basically owning their own business. So same as I'll put my email as well in the chat. Also know that if you're looking for anyone's email here, you go to the website, and I'm sure you have the opsu.edu. You can find anyone on there that's on this panel's email there. You can also find any more information about our degrees. I think you can even take a virtual tour, but I bet admissions will tell you more about that maybe. So anyway, thank you very much. I'm going to hang around, and if anybody has any questions about business, I'll be able to answer them, or we could set up another meeting sometime later. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dean Winger. I'm excited. I see people winning prizes. So excited, interested to see what it is that they're winning. I think Dr. Maley, you're up next.
So thanks. It's great to be here and to meet all of you. I hope to get to know several of you better in the coming months. So I am the Dean of Arts and Education, and Mr. Stevens and I actually work in the same department. I teach history. So if you are interested in some of the things that Ty talked about, you can also talk to me if you wish, and we'll get you started. One thing that Dr. Duran said that I would like to put a little more emphasis on is that these personal connections that we develop with our students, they really are genuinely important to us, and they are developed at the beginning of the process. I think when somebody first starts going to a new institution, it's a bit of a scary feeling because you feel anonymous, or you feel rushed into things that you don't fully get in terms of the process of registering and stuff like that. And I can promise you that if you come here, people are going to be working with you as a person, and they're going to be looking at your circumstances and getting you into the courses that you need, that you want. We like to say that we meet you where you are and help you get where you want to be. And I think that sounds like a good slogan, but just because it's a slogan doesn't mean we don't take it seriously. We are sincere in that, and we're also good at that. So I hope that encourages you to get closer to us and help you get where you want to be. In the College of Arts and Education, we do a lot of the general education courses that are applicable to any degree. So things like history or English, psychology, government, stuff like that. We also, as Dean Tucker said, we do some humanities stuff, and we have a really good, I'm kind of proud of the selection of humanities courses that we offer in the online environment. I'd also want to mention that I'm in the process of developing with Mr. Stevens a diversity, equality, and inclusion associate's degree that I think is going to be a really cool degree. It's an important area, and it's one where there's growing interest, thankfully, in the country for this kind of subject matter. The degree isn't formally in place yet. It's going through curriculum committee presently, but several of the courses associated with it are already in existence. We have, for example, African-American history course. Next semester, we'll be offering a course on film and race. And then we have another film studies course on gender in film. So there's pretty interesting topics there that I hope some people will feel like exploring. We also do for those who might actually come to campus as residents, I should also mention education, art, and music. These are areas where we offer degrees. We've got some good solid programs for bachelors in those areas. And of course, as David has already mentioned, you will probably have transferable credit. I'm sure that the work that's been done already is going to make the transfer process quite simple, quite streamlined for everybody. So coming to OPSU, be a smooth transition, be a fun thing to do, and it'll be valuable at a number of levels, personally and professionally. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maley. I think we're moving over to our admissions team.
Hello, everyone. We are getting ready to share a PowerPoint with you. It seems that screen sharing is disabled, so we'll just talk over some of the things that we have for you. So like we said earlier, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Brooke.
And we're just going to talk to you about some of the things that campus has to offer. So for starters, we've got about 1,500 students, which gives us a 14:1 student to faculty ratio and an average class size of just 16. So those smaller numbers really allow our professors to get a lot of one-on-one time with each student and allow for a lot more hands-on learning activities than you might get at a larger institution. You'll still get those smaller class sizes and that one-on-one attention even as an online student. OPSU has served students in over 25 countries in all 50 states, and we're the fastest growing university in our region and the first Hispanic-serving institution in Oklahoma. We know affording college can be scary, so we give 4.5 million scholarships annually, and that's open to all students. We've got a really cool scholarship program called the Foundation Scholarships that we'll talk about a little bit later.
OPSU offers 3 colleges. Our colleges are agriculture, science, nursing, technology, and arts and education. Like the EMT and the fire science programs. The College of Business and Technology is home to nationally recognized clubs, FTP and PBL. Those are kind of just the clubs that are based out of our business. It also features industrial technology programs that offer certificates and place of degrees. My favorite thing about the College of Arts and Education is what's called the Panhandle Promise. That is a gap funding scholarship for education students or art auction, giving students a real world business connection. When applying to OPSU, you don't have to specify which college you're interested in. That will be determined by the area of interest, and you can change your major anytime you want.
I'm going to try and share screen now. So a little bit more about us. If you look in that upper right corner, you can see what an average year at Panhandle costs. This is before you include housing or anything like that, meal plans. So this is just your standard fee. So that's more applicable to the online students. We're one of the most affordable universities in Oklahoma, and almost 90% of our students receive some type of financial assistance. There's lots of different scholarships available, from academic, your ACT, SAT, GPAs, based scholarships, to athletic scholarships that are made by different coaches, and then the foundation scholarships. There's over 250 scholarships available through the foundation, and it's a checklist application. We'll need a resume, a letter of need, things like that. And then you just mark off all the scholarships that you want to apply for, that you feel like you might qualify for, and the school distributes your application. You don't have to send in multiple for each scholarship you're applying for. Those foundation scholarships open in December and are due in February. So if you want to be applicable for that funding, you're going to need to apply to the university before you start those applications in December.
This is our housing. All on-campus housing options include access to free high-speed internet and lodging facilities. We offer 2 traditional dormitories that are fully furnished. There is Holzer Hall, which is co-ed by wing, and Field Hall is all male. The Aggie apartments are suites consisting of 4 private bedrooms, a living area, 2 toilets, 1 bathtub/shower, 1 standing shower, and 4 vanity sinks. The Aggie annexes are designed for upperclassmen and non-traditional students. They include 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, a full kitchen. A 10 meal plan is required if you live in residence halls, but we do not require our freshmen to live on campus. So there are also housing options right across the street that are not university.
HSU competes in 16 intercollegiate sports as members of the Sooner Athletic Conference. There's a lot of scholarship opportunities provided considering being an on-campus student. You can see here the sports that we do compete in, and almost all of our athletic facilities have recently undergone some type of renovation as well. If you're interested in playing a sport or talking to different coaches, I think Julie is on here and she'd be happy to speak more towards athletics a little bit later.
So student life at OPSU, we have different activities, organizations that play a huge role in kind of what the campus is about. Events are held throughout the year and free to students. So if you want to go to a sports game, it's free, just have your student ID. Clubs and organizations on campus allow students to stay active and meet others who have familiar interests. So there's 42 different clubs and organizations. Our Noble Activity Center is fairly new. It's really nice, and it's a great way to just release and stress.
So if what we said sounded interesting or you're curious about the application process, your first step is to go to apply.opsu.edu. And then secondly, make sure you send us your FAFSA so that we can get you some financial aid assistance. Once you've been accepted, you're going to want to activate your student portal, apply for housing if you are interested in living on campus. And then once you set up your schedule, contact our bursar and set up your payment plan. We're going to send all these links in the chat. That way you have access to those.
Thank you very much, admissions team. I think we're moving into the athletics portion. So Assistant Athletic Director, Julie Allen.
Yeah, admissions took my steam away. We absolutely do have great athletic teams that coaches have scholarships available to give to their student athletes. It's based on each coach's decision on who gets the scholarship. But we have men's and women's soccer, we have men's and women's basketball, we have cross country, we have golf, to volleyball, which I coach. I will put it in the chat for everyone to reach out to the head coaches. So let them know you're interested in our university as well as their sports team.
Thank you. And Julie didn't mention she's also the head women's volleyball coach here. So if you're interested in volleyball, you can also reach out to her for that as well. I know that we have some head coaches on here now, and I think some head coaches were going to try and jump on as soon as their practice was done. So we can move it over to head coach Josh Davis for women's soccer. We'll see if he has service. If not, we'll move on to head coach Brandon Mizuraka.
Thank you, Val. I appreciate you having me on. I think the biggest thing to echo off of what a lot of people said here is there's a lot of great people at OPSU and they really want to see you be successful. One of the things that we talk about within our program is it's really important for us to, one, make sure that when you step into our program as either a freshman or a transfer, that we do our best to develop you not only from a soccer perspective and an academic perspective, but really try to grow you as an individual. And so we try to make sure that we are helping you become a better version of yourself after you leave our program. And I would say that that's an echo statement that you would find from most of the professors that are here on campus. Same thing with like our Centro group. We work closely with Val and her team. They've been great for us. And so for me, I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed is I actually was at the University of Idaho for a while, as well as Washington State. So I kind of know the Pacific Northwest. I've really enjoyed the transition to OPSU. And the one thing I would say is that the people here are just absolutely unreal. They are phenomenal to help you out with whatever you need. And you've always got people willing to go out of their way to make sure that you have success. And I think at a lot of schools, you will find that. Here, I think it's just the people that we have definitely separate us apart. And it's fantastic to have them on our team. And we look forward to having you guys visit. If you have any questions for me, my email is on our website. And it sounds like Julie's going to put that up there as well. I'm happy to have that conversation with anybody about soccer scholarships or about our program as well. But also just to make you aware of what we have to offer. I think for me, the best thing we can do is talk about the awareness that we have at OPSU and what makes us special. And if that fits for you, it'll be a good fit where you'll come here and be successful. Thanks, Val.
Thank you, Coach Davis. All right, we'll move over to head coach Mizuraka.
Awesome. Val, thank you for having us. Great opportunity. For me, having founded the program here in 2019 for men's soccer, I've seen really the development of soccer here, both men's and women's, from the very beginning. For me, I think that, as an athletic coach, I can only speak highly of all of the support that we get, not only from professors but also from administration. Everything that we need, whether it's high class facilities or let's say even tutoring time with El Centro or ARC, everything is really done to help cater to our student athletes and make sure that their time is successful upon them then graduating. So if there's any other questions you guys have for me, my email is online, my cell phone's online as well. There should be some games online as well for you guys to check out. And yeah.
Thank you so much, Coach Mizuraka. I believe that is all of the coaches that are on for now. We may have some additional coaches jump on during the question and answer portion. I'll be the last to go. So Valentina, and I'm the director of the Hispanic-Student Center. And we're one of the largest offices here on campus. And what we do is we serve students, like Dr. Duran says, where they're at. So we provide advising, enrollment services, tutoring, study coaching, private study spaces, and we do all of these things with the student in mind. So if you're bilingual, we have our tutors here that speak Spanish and Portuguese, and we're looking to expand some of those depending on student needs. And our offices are open extended hours. So we're a 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and we're open on Sundays as well, office. And not only that, but all of our services are also available virtually. So if you are an online student, one of our online students with Panhandle State, you still have access to everything that we offer. We are set up here with 12 of the best tutors that you can find on campus. They are fantastic, and some of the most commonly needed help subjects, right? So we want to make sure that we can assist our students with those subjects. And we also provide those tutoring sessions virtually. So whether it's through video chat, whether it's through texting or a text app, we can advise, we can tutor you, and we can help you get enrolled. No matter what it is, we look to remove barriers. We also have 2 scholarship programs that are housed out of our offices to assist our minority students. And we also have a laptop loan program. So we understand that a computer is pretty much needed for every single subject that you're going to be studying. But that's always an extra expense, and it can add stress on not just the student, but also their families, because let's face it, a lot of times we have to depend on our families for that assistance. So we remove that barrier. You can come in with us and we can lend you a device for the remainder of the semester, free, no charge to the student. We also provide graphing calculators and financial calculators as well, if you need those. I think that one of the things that we're extremely proud about here at El Centro is the cultural engagement that we drive. We're always hosting some type of an event, and I'm going to do a screen share and I can run you through just a couple of things that we've been doing. Okay, so some of the events that we've done. So we host Loteria Night. If you're not familiar with Loteria, it's our version of bingo, and the prizes are groceries, snacks, small appliances, anything that our students can use to help ensure that they are fed and living healthy to get through their studies. We've also been traveling to other HSIs to either help share successes or to celebrate with them. Recently, myself and our provost traveled to the College of Southern Idaho to go and celebrate with them, as they are now recognized as a Hispanic-Serving Institution. We also hosted one of the largest multicultural food festivals on campus, and we had foods from so many different cultures, so many different countries. It was amazing. Had a great time with that. And our office here recently celebrated our grand opening. So we had one of our favorite local Mexican restaurants catered for us. And then we followed that with a red carpet event, and we brought in a live play into one of our newly renovated auditoriums. So that was a huge event for us. And we just continue to bring cultural awareness. So our goal is to educate everyone, whether it's the community, students, faculty, and staff, on different cultures within the Hispanic culture. And we've continued through November celebrating Native American Heritage Month and just bringing awareness to the true history and of our country and our Native people. So these are just some examples of things that we've done. I'm also really proud to share that our Dean of Students and our Provost are Native American, and they've done an amazing job with providing resources and programs and information to our students so that they can learn a lot more about Native American history. So this is how you can get to know more about El Centro. If you scan that QR code there, you can follow us on Instagram. We run information on our scholarship programs through here. We also continue to post information on our events that we're hosting or taking partner in. And we also share anything and everything OPSU. We will share that through our Instagram as well.
All right, okay, thank you, Valentina. Thank you the entire Oklahoma Panhandle State team. I'd like to pass it to my colleague Eder to facilitate the question and answer session. Eder, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. So really, I guess now just the time for the audience. If y'all have any questions, any of the students, staff that are in the audience, any questions from the presentation. I know we got a lot of really good information on several different things. I know there's probably a lot of questions out there. But yeah, we'll just open it up here. So if anybody wants to either type it in the chat or unmute themselves and ask, feel free to ask away.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh. I'm one of the academic advising coordinators here at PCC, and I'm tied to the healthcare pathway. I'm really curious about. I have a number of nursing questions. I wanted to ask. Let's see, in no particular order. About how competitive is your program in terms of about how many applicants do you get versus how many you accept, How do students who are doing the online program, how do they handle their clinicals? Most of them are probably working, I assume, can handle it that way. But yeah, just those two questions to start with.
Okay. Really, we accept just about everybody who applies for the RN to BSN program, as long as they have that RN license, and that can be verified. I don't know of anyone that has been turned away. Now, there are some things that they need to do to be able to remain in the program, such as they can't continually fail courses or they will be dismissed from the program. But as far as being accepted, send them our way and we'll accommodate them. The other question about clinicals is, yes, those can be handled while they are working. So this is tailored for the working RN, and the clinicals are done that way. What else, Josh?
Oh yeah, thank you. And the tuition estimations I saw, those apply to nursing as well. Of course, there's different fee schedules, I'm sure, but that's the.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But
one thing I want to reiterate is that we do not charge out-of-state tuition. And so that is a huge deal, as well as, since they are online courses, there is an additional $100 per course fee, not per credit hour, but per course fee for online. And so I think that that's very reasonable.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that.
Yes, thank you. I do want to make one more point that makes OPSU unique that hasn't been really discussed yet is, and Josh kind of brought this to mind, is our students are advised by faculty in their area. And so when upon application, they are then assigned that potential advisor. And it's a faculty advisor in their area. And so that is really, I think that makes us somewhat unique, and it helps students go ahead and start making those important network connections from even before they are actually one of our students. Upon application, our faculty members start reaching out to potential students. And I think that's one thing that kind of sets us apart. For example, I teach math, and so anybody that applies that is interested in math, I will then start reaching out to those students, and I'll carry them through their entire program with us. I just wanted to mention that because I think that that's something that kind of makes us unique.
Yeah, thanks for that, Shauna. And I think Rachel D, you got your hand up.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel. I'm one of the Multicultural Center coordinators at PCC. My question is, we are hosting these events, we're recording them, but I'm curious if you have other opportunities for our students who were not able to attend today, where they might be able to connect with you. Like, are you going to be hosting any events that we could point them to, that our advising team? I would love, I'm so grateful that Josh has been able to come to these events, but we have a ton of advisors here at PCC. We're a very large organization, and I think that having this information and being more familiar with opportunities, especially when you say things like there's no out-of-state tuition, you're accepting 100% of the students that are applying to your BSN, or RN the BSN program. I just think that the more folks that know about these kinds of opportunities, the better. And so, yes, we have this event today, but what might, are there going to be other opportunities? And if so, could you provide us that information? Could we stay in touch with you?
If anybody is interested in ag science and nursing, simply have them email me, because I have a Calendly set up where they can book an appointment with me via Zoom, or they could come to my office, of course. But I am really excited to be able to share that link for somebody to make an appointment. And I'd love to talk through any of this one-on-one with advisors or students. Just reach out to me.
just wanted to step in here. El Centro does offer some assistance with recruiting as well. So if there are any students out there that are interested or have questions regarding maybe undocumented student admissions or anything like that, we can always provide information with it. We're available to do any type of virtual recruiting event. So if any office wants to partner and we have some dates set aside, we'll be there. We'll do a virtual recruiting event or transfer fair, anything, anytime. So we're open and available.
I just want to say thank you. Just express my gratitude towards Oklahoma Panhandle State University. Thank you for taking time out your schedule to speak with us and to deliver this presentation to our team, the team of PCC, as well as PCC students. I will say this for the students. I say, as we saw today, there's many opportunities being offered at OPSU. One thing, that we expressed before in the past is, the out-of-state tuition, and to hear that this is an institution that doesn't have an out-of-state tuition, that pretty much alleviates one particular burden. And so, that's something that's very exciting. And as expressed by Dean Tucker earlier, as in regards to the BSN, this is another opportunity for, students that's interested in pursuing careers in nursing. Like, OPSU has a lot to offer, and we really encourage you all to apply. We encourage you all to meet with the different personnel that's present today. I mean, they're not just here just to show their wonderful faces. They're here to also build a rapport with you all. So please feel encouraged to apply. If you have any questions, everyone has listed their emails in the chat. And if there's anything that PCC can do on our end, please let us know. But I just want to say thank you to you all. Thank you, OPSU. Thank you for everyone for joining us. I would say, with that being said, I mean, that concludes our panel series on today. So thank you so much.
Thank you.